Welcome back. It is Friday, February 16th. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, so happy early St. Patrick's Day to everyone. Now I'm going to be updating some information from Jean-Phillipe. He is a member of hfboards.com. And his responses for our questions was, why are you a fan of the game of hockey first and foremost? I think it's because the game of hockey has many different aspects. And by this I mean that it has a very important mix of speed, pure strength, endurance, finesse, imagination, and strategy. Also, the game is extremely fast, and seldom are you going to get completely bored when you watch a game. Good points, and you know what? He's bang on with a lot of that, especially the endurance. People look at it and say, "Oh, you don't do much out on the ice." Well, their shifts are only 45 seconds, but there's a reason for that. It's because you put everything into every shift. So, now, how did you become a fan of the game? When I was a kid, every time I was at my dad's place, we watched the games on Radio Canada, back when they used to broadcast them every Saturday. I was probably 7 back then. Since that time, I've always followed the Canadiens. So he's a Habs fan from the start by the looks of it. And when did you start following the game? Like I said, I think it's pretty much when I was a kid, like 7 years old. But when I got into high school, I started understanding the game a little bit more and actually became even more interested at that moment. And for question 4, the best memory of a game. I actually have 2 best memories, and I can't really say which one is the best. First one is during the season of 07-08 in February, when the Habs were losing 5-0 against the Rangers, and we came back all the way to win in a shootout. Kovalev's goal to tie it was amazing, and Pierre Houd's call, and pardon my French, it's not very good, qui de terre, was so appropriate that year. The second memory would probably be when the Habs in 2010 got to the third round of the playoffs, with amazing performances by Halleck in the first 2 rounds. Camilleri was so clutch during these playoffs. Honorable mention to Koivu's return from cancer. That was crazy inspiring. And question 5, did you play hockey as a kid? Unfortunately, I didn't. I never played in any real hockey team, but I played with my friends pretty often. And do you follow the same team as your parents? Yes, my dad's been a fan of the Habs since he was a kid back in the day when Guy Lafleur owned the league, literally. And do you find the Olympics as exciting as the NHL? In a certain way, yes, because you can literally watch the best players in the world go against each other in great quality hockey. But even if Canada wins the gold in every tournament, the feeling is never going to be as great as if the Habs win the Stanley Cup. So I guess I feel more attracted to the Canadiens than the Canadians. He. Pun intended. Number 8. If you're not from Canada or the US, I can't answer this question because I live in Montreal. Fair enough. And are you a fan of the hometown team or a fan of a team in another city? I'm a fan of my hometown team. I like some other teams because I've been liking them since I was a kid. I like the Avalanche because when I used to play NHL 2001, they used to have Joe Sakic, Peter Forsberg, Milan Hajduk, Ray Bourque, Adam Foote, etc. But it's just not like the Habs. Nothing beats them. And those are his responses. Again, thanks very much for the help, and I hope you're enjoying the channel.